So we're done with free agency. We're done with the draft. There really isn't much to really talk about. We've already talked about the draft multiple times. We already talked about the Darren Waller trade multiple times. It's great. It's fun. But as of right now, OTAs is going on for teams, and a lot of teams are, getting ready, getting started for training camp, all that good stuff, getting the rookies ready and acclimated to the NFL, stuff like that. It's great. But the trade rumors are still going around. Now, with OTAs, Saquon Barkley isn't there for the New York Giants. He has not been present for the New York Giants, dealing with the contract, stuff like that. Stefon Diggs has also not been there for the Buffalo Bills OTAs. He's still making these kind of cryptic tweets on Twitter. And, the Giants fans have really been like, hey, if Stefon Diggs were to get traded, the Giants need to make it happen. But not only Stefon Diggs, the Giants have also been named as a potential suitor for Devante Adams of the Las Vegas Raiders if he was to get traded. And, of course, DeAndre Hopkins is still a name that is getting put in trade rumors for the Arizona Cardinals. So, 3 wide receivers right there. 3 stud wide receivers that the Giants' name has kind of been linked to in a possible trade. I'm going to break down each and every one. Now, first of all, I don't think it's a lock that any of these guys get traded. These guys can easily still play for their teams this year. I don't want to come up here and say it's going to happen. So if you think I'm coming here saying that the Giants are trading for any of these guys, don't think that. All right. But we're going to go into each reason and each, wide receiver and see what could happen. Do the Giants make the move? Starting off with Stefon Diggs. Now, Stefon Diggs' name has been in trade rumors. He's been a guy that's been in the headlines basically saying that he might not want to be a Buffalo Bill anymore after what we saw what happened in the Bills-Bengals playoff game this year. We saw that, how he was getting angry at Josh Allen. He just looked like he did not want to be a Buffalo Bill anymore. What he did with social media, he's deleted all the Buffalo Bills stuff from his Instagram, and he's making these scripted tweets on Twitter, and he's not there at the Bills OTAs. If Stefon Diggs were to get traded, if we look at our phones one day and Adam Schefter's coming up saying that Stefon Diggs is looking to get traded from the Buffalo Bills, he's requested a trade from the Buffalo Bills, I think the Giants would be a fit. I think the Giants would be a perfect fit. You see what Brian Dable did with Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs when he got there. You see that alone, and the Giants still need an outside threat. I think that would be a perfect fit for the New York Giants, and I think that would be a trade that Joe Schoen would just have to look into. He was there when that trade was happening. He was in the, the front office when that trade happened. When Brandon Beane made the call to the Minnesota Vikings to make the trade for Stefon Diggs, Brian Dable was also there. So, 2 guys from the Buffalo Bills, I guess you say front office tree with Dable and Joe Schoen as the GM, Dable as the head coach, was there when the Bills made that move. Maybe the Giants say, hey, he's looking to make a deal. Let's call up Brandon Beane. Let's call up an old buddy of ours, and let's do business. Next, Devante Adams of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the main reason why I think his name is getting put into trade rumors is basically because Derek Carr isn't there anymore. Devante Adams basically made it, a statement that the reason why he was asking for a trade from the Green Bay Packers to the Las Vegas Raiders is to play for Derek Carr, who he played with at Fresno State back in college. Well, Derek Carr is a New Orleans Saint now. The Raiders went out and got Jimmy Garoppolo. He ain't Derek Carr. He definitely ain't no Aaron Rodgers. So do Devante Adams say, hey, I came here for one reason only, and the reason why I came here is now gone. My best friend, who I wanted to play football with. I only got to play football with for 1 year. And you look at the stats, Devante Adams looked great. He looked amazing. He looked the same as he did in Green Bay. Does he say, hey, I want to trade? I'm just not feeling it. Y'all, we disappointed last year. The Raiders were not a good team last year. They was the team that was probably projected to make the playoffs going into last year. They didn't do that at all. They didn't come close to it. They had a horrible season. Does Devante Adams say, I want out? And if he was, again, to get, if he was to get traded, the Giants have already made business with the Raiders in the offseason, making the trade for Darren Waller. Do they recreate and do some more business to get another weapon from the Las Vegas Raiders and Devante Adams? Listen, it would be great. Jihad Ward's on Twitter recruiting Devante Adams to come to the Giants. Listen, Hattie, keep doing your recruiting, man. Let's see what happens. And to end it, DeAndre Hopkins, he basically described what he's looking at if he was to get traded, what team he's looking for. And you look at what he kind of said. I don't remember what he said exactly off the top of my head. It kind of looked like the Giants. He's looking for a front office that, knows what it's doing. He's looking for a quarterback that loves the game. He wants to still play for a contender. That's the Giants. It's a lot of other teams, but it's also the Giants. The Giants just added, the former Titans assistant GM, Ryan Snowden, something like that. The front office is stacked for the New York Giants, right? So, hey, does DeAndre Hopkins end up being a Giant? Who knows? You know, he's been a name that's always been linked to the Giants all offseason, possible trade. He's still on the Cardinals. The Cardinals, like, their future is dim right now. They look like they're trying to rebuild. Kyler Murray's injured right now. I'm not going to be able to start the season. Maybe DeAndre Hopkins say, hey, trade me. And maybe the Giants look at DeAndre Hopkins as a possible option to be the stopgap wide receiver one for them for this season. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying any of these trades are going to happen. I'm not saying the Giants are looking to make a huge trade for one of these players. But if these three guys' name were to get put in reports saying, hey, they are getting traded from their teams, I think these are three guys the Giants should look at. I think this is, you know, a place where it's a fit. The Giants need an outside wide receiving threat. They have the draft capital. And I know a lot of people say cap space. Listen, if a team wants a player, they can get them. Simple as that. I'm going to leave it right there. If a player wants that, if a team wants that player, they can move the cap around to get that player. So, Stefon Diggs, Devante Adams, DeAndre Hopkins. I think DeAndre Hopkins is most to get traded out of either the two of these guys. Then it's Stefon Diggs, then it's Devante Adams. But we'll see. Leave your comments below in the comment section what you think. Do the Giants make this huge trades? Do these guys end up getting traded at all? And if they do the Giants be a potential fit for one of these three stud wide receivers? But that's going to do it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe button. Content's going to be out on the channel as we get repped up with OTA and stuff like that. So if you want to be part of that, hit the subscribe button and join the channel. But until next time, it's been your boy Jay Downs. We are out. Go Giants. Peace.